Hey, y'all, Michael's got some amazing stuff going on. Finding that all these different events that they've created were 888 days or 666 days from an eclipse. Hopefully, Friday night, if not Saturday, I want to go over all of these with y'all. I'll figure out a time. I'm not doing anything but working out Saturday. I have nothing to do Sunday or the rest of the day Saturday. My prep and all that stuff is more pedestrian. Again, it's covering the Oscars and going over what I pretty much had in Telling Truth 3. I accidentally uploaded a video to Telling Truth 2 that I meant to go to Telling Truth 3. So I just returned the favor. The Crown Act, you know, that Will Smith's wife had lost her crown. They refer to their hair as their crown. So there's a lot going on there with what we were talking about, the Will Smith thing and so forth. How he's representing Satan, Antichrist. Chris Rock was representing the church. Upon this rock, I will build my church. Christ Rock. Christ Rock is the church. Chris Rock got slapped for talking about his wife. Of course, we've shown y'all that Trump marries Lucifer, the goddess, in the sex act, which is what the obelisk facing the dome is, or the compass meshing in with the square. So, but let's get back to Michael's find. And I told Michael, every one of those 222, 666, 888 is all divisible by 37. So I went ahead. Now, y'all know I've got a spreadsheet going. I don't know if I showed y'all this or not, but I created a grid of penumbrals, annulars, total eclipses. The solars are in yellow. Lunars are in blue. And we're going to look at, 111 days, 222 days, 333 days, 444 days from these eclipses and see if we land on something. These are all different types of ciphers. But I started thinking about, well, what if you take it from 9/11? So you go from 9/11, and like today was 7506, 7,506 days. Well, y'all know I've been really high on this April 5th date because my stepdaughter and I, remember her number is 3 times 19 times 1998. She's got the 138 for Donald Trump in simple gematria. She's got the 88 for Trump in simple gematria, and she's got the 86, all built in to her number. And she and I are 13405 days apart. Well, there's that 405. I met her mom on day 295, October 22nd. We got married on day 195, July 14th. And I was like, well, remember when I go like, well, what about day 95? Well, that's April 5th. And it is a 37 day, every 37 days. It's a multiple of 37. See, 37 is the 12th prime number. 12, the number for the church. 37 was Earl's number, stepwife's fiance's number. And I say that because Earl was born, both these guys were born the length of iPet goat, 727. 7 times 27. And Earl was born 1960, and his number was 37. 044. Well, 370, is a multiple of the 37. So 37 has just always been a big number, okay? And I remember my second wife saying her favorite numbers were 37 and 73 because she was born in 1973. So she just reversed it. Little did she know. So that 37. Six, 666 is a multiple of 37. 888 is a multiple of 37. And we discovered the 37s through the transfer portal. The second set of 37 lands us on second wife's birthday, which begins the Gateway Arch of October 28th. So lo and behold, we do end up landing it's the 203rd multiple of 37 since 9/11. It's 7,511 days since 9/11. And that is this coming Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, April 5th. And because I told Michael, I said, we're going to have to look at a lot of ciphers, not just gematria ciphers, but all different types of ciphers. And hopefully the Trump event will triangulate. I think the Trump event will be on one of these multiples of 37 from 9/11. And yeah. So what I need to do is take April 5th, April 5th, go to add days and just start going up 37 days each time. Next one's going to be May 12th, 74. The next one will be June 18th, 111. Next one's going to be July 25th, 48. Next one's going to be August 31st. Next one's 185. Then 222. October 7th. Now that's 2 days before the blood full moon. So if he rises on the third day and he goes up through that blood full moon, and then the next one is 222. That's November 13th. And it's 259. You got December 20th. That is, it's on a Tuesday. That's the darkest day of the year. So those are just different various then let's just say we run that through 9/11. Whoops, didn't do it right. I was on the wrong. be 7770 days. That's 3 sevens in a row there, isn't it? There it is. 777 days, and that is a 210. That is 210, which is kind of like an October 2nd looking thing. You got the 2 and the 10. It's triple sevens. So what would be interesting to do, and this is just how we have to do it. We just have to then start bouncing off eclipses and see if any of these eclipses, by adding the 37s, Michael specifically likes 888, 666, and 222. So you start bouncing any multiples, though, any of these multiples of 37, you know, 333. And I guess I should go ahead on and perhaps highlight those, maybe a little special when you get the 111, the 222. So those all seem to be every 3. All your multiples of 3 with the 37. 555. 666 is the 18. That's pretty strong because you got the 18 and the 666 all bundled together. Go figure. That 18 times 37 would equal 666. There you go. And there's your 21 and your 777, which seems to be, now see, 7 is the number for refinement in the Bible, for cleansing, I should say. Cleansing, refining, both. The church is divided in 7 because it's about to go through its cleansing process. Then God's about to cleanse the earth from Satan's kingdoms. So it's the wrath, the 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. That's all from 2 Kings 5:14. The man was told to take his leprosy self and dip himself in the Jordan 7 times, and his flesh became clean like a child's. So this is, in my opinion, all these multiples of 3 is what we need to be looking for. Now, 210 is not a multiple of 3. Is it? No. So I don't think. Hey, I'm not no math rocket now. I'm no rocket math genius. I'm going to always put one of these around where we're at. How about that? Whoops, I did it wrong. Yeah. I don't need to bolden it. I just need to put a square around it. I don't know why I did that. That's where we're at right now. We're heading towards, what I need to do is put a date with it, and we'll say that's April 5th. Michael's stuff is going to be amazing. I mean, he was just freaking out that this code is broken. He said they can't go back. He goes, it's pure math that all these different events, you know, these attacks or devastations, bombings, kids were affected. He's like the same one where the kids in one picture at one event and the same kids in another event. It's the same kid, these created events that they've made. Is 203 a multiple of, I do not think so. 203 divided by 3. 203 divided by 3. No. Negative. It's 204 divided by 3. Well, let's look at 210. 210 divided by 3. 70. It is divided by 3. I should have known that. So your December 20th is divided by 3. Which means your 207, which is Donald Trump and the gematria. Remember that? That means these are, so yeah, you see where we're going with all this, right? Y'all with me on this? This was the December 20th date. So let's go back again. April 5th. Add days. And we're going to move up 111 days each time. No, we're going to go up 37 to get our base, which is May 12th. So we're going to key in May 12th and go up 111 days. And that'll be our multiples. So May 12th is divided by 3. That's part of your multiples of the 666, 111, all that kind of stuff, okay? Was August 31st one of them? I don't remember that. Let's go to August 31st. At 111, you land on December 20th. Okay. So August 31st and December 20th or May 12th are really big days for multiples of 37 from 9/11. But specifically, they're the type of multiples of 37 that give us. So this one is August 31st. And see, that's the 207 code because Donald is 119 and Trump is 88, one in Jewish gematria, the other in simple gematria. And that seems to be what they code first name, last name, because Donald is known by 119 and he's known by the 88. So that's kind of like the code there. So why in the world wouldn't we love August 31st for an event date? That would be one that we would have to see, Michael. Does August 31st, since it's got the 207, does that bounce off any solar eclipse, lunar eclipse? That would be something we would have to check out, right? That would be, how many days away from it is October 2nd? 32 days. If you include it, it's 33 days. They love their 33 and they love to include numbers. So if you're including 9/11, then it would be the 30th. But I don't know. I just added them. I didn't include for my multiples. We can always back it up a day. So 32 to 33. They love the 32, 33. You know, like the dollar bill on the back. You got the eagle, the Phoenix eagle. And it's got 32 letters on one wing, 33 letters on the other. Back of the dollar bill.
These pictures should match.
So apparently there's like 32 feathers over here, 33 over here, or vice versa. So August 31st, what kind of day is August 31st? It's a Wednesday, the train wreck day. Did anything happen August 31st, 1988? August 31st, 1988, this day in history. Which were important events of August 31st, 1988? Five-day power blackout of downtown Seattle, Washington, USA. Wow. Are you kidding me? What happened on this day, August 31st, 1988? 5-day power blackout of downtown Seattle begins. Okay. Arbitrator George, blah, 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 blah. Rules owners conspired against free agents. Ooh. Says bomb attack on Office of South Africa Council of Churches. Okay. Well, that's kind of where we're at with looking at stuff, or how I'm looking at stuff. And I'm just sharing with y'all that Michael is making just these amazing finds that bounce off of this. Michael is saying, look out for a Middle Eastern world religion styled event that might be associated with a Middle Eastern styled way to worship a god that they would be related to, victim of, bad guy of, an event on April 2nd is what Michael is saying, because there's too many things that bounce off of that then leads to that date. And of course, when we go through his prep, we will find out why and what that is. And I can't do it now. I'm sitting here with a big fat belly. I just ate all this food. I need to go lay down. I don't digest food well when I sit or hunched over. I think it closes off ways for your bile ducts and everything to kind of flow. And my digestion is a real serious thing. I take really good care of my digestive tract. So anyway, love y'all very much. If any of y'all, all of y'all are encouraged to start, being that Michael has discovered this cipher that all their events seem to bounce off of lunar and or solar eclipses. 222 days, 666 days, 888 days. And then all I did was expand it to multiples of 37. And, you know, so between having this thing, and I what other date would you bounce it off of other than 9/11? You know what I mean? I mean, you can bounce stuff off of October 2nd, 2020. That's probably another cipher I'll look at. I start adding 37 days. Yeah. Let's make sure I do that. Because if he said he's got the crown, illness per se, you know, if he says he's got it, on October 2nd, 2020, then, and we can look at that real quick. I can do that with y'all here. It won't take but a second. All you got to do is key in October 2nd, 2020. Let's go to Michael's April 2nd date. Well, the next Trump rally, I should say. That's 547. Is 547 a multiple? It is not. The next multiple, especially that lands with a 3, is 555 days out. So we would come here to add days, add 555. Let's see if it lands on a date we've been looking at. Well, it would land on April 10th on a Sunday. So if you go April 10th, 2022, that's our starting point for that, right? You're going to add 37. Now that's May 17th. That's a full moon. That is a total lunar eclipse. The 16th is. The 16th is a total lunar eclipse. So if you back it up a day by including October 2nd, it's a perfect hit. It's an absolute perfect hit on the total lunar eclipse. Go up 74 days, June 23rd or June 22nd. Go up 111 days, July 30th or July 29th. 148 days, September 5th. I don't know why I couldn't do the math in my head. It's 185. We remember. That's October 12th. That's November 18th. Back it up a day, you got 11/17, y'all. Back it up a day, it does land on 11/17, the deadly wound Bible verse. Now that's awfully big. So I'm leaning way back in this chair, keeping my stomach straight. Oh, so my stomach can breathe. So November 18th. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's November 18th, 2022. So we just go back, we say October 2nd, 2020 to November 18th, 2022. You get the 777 days. That lands on a multiple. So it is a, wow. Look at that. Look at the minutes. 111, 888. It's 777 days. Now, if you include both dates, you get 777 days when you include both dates as bookends. So does November 17th, Michael, what we have to figure out, does that bounce off any of the eclipses? It seemed like What was the first one I did? October 5th. 2022 was a bounce off. And then next we need to move through these penumbrals of June 5th. That was a January 10th penumbral of 2020. So as we go through, we need to see if the 9/11 cipher of 37 lands on a 37 and we will call it a perfect 37. What is a perfect 37? A multiple of 3. That gives us the 111, 222, 333, 444. It's 111, 37 times 3, 37 times 6, 37 times 9, 37 times 12 is what gives us these 111, 222s, 333s, 444s. So that's what we need to figure out. If we can find one that lands on Michael's cipher, let's just say this, they got to satisfy my cipher and Michael's cipher. If we find one that lands on a Michael cipher, which is multiple of 37 times 3 from any type of eclipse, and it also lands on one of my 2 ciphers, just one of the 2. What if there's a day that lands on all 3? 37 days from 9/11, a multiple of 37 days from 9/11, a multiple of 37 days from Trump saying he had the illness, and a multiple of 37 days from any type of eclipse, all 3. Well, then that's just unbelievable, right? So, yep. All right, love y'all very much. Y'all all got work. Y'all all got homework. I've given you your assignment. Michael's working on his assignment. I'm going to work on my assignment. Y'all feel free to jump in and join us with your math, your spreadsheets, your date calculators, and hey, knock us out with something. You know what I mean? A bummer that nothing landed. Now, through the eclipses, we did find stuff that landed, I think, on as close as October 4th, but nothing has landed on October 2nd. But there's already enough to put you at October 2nd. But like I've told y'all, I don't know if October 2nd just seems to be something for their world of math to confuse us from what Michael is saying is their real world of math. As Michael told me today, their cipher has been broken. All events, everything pops off 6 days or 8 days off of an eclipse. All of their events have. So do you want to go back and look at, JFK assassination, Bobby Kennedy assassination, Martin Luther King assassination? I think he looked at the Reagan moment. I'm not sure, but he just started picking events off in his brain and just started looking at stuff, and he found that they all hit. And he just started freaking out. He's like, that's it. We broke their code. So nice job, Michael. So jump in, y'all. Love y'all.